You lose a knife fight with a cactus, or what? The recruit's voice echoed like a slap across the hangar, loud, disrespectful, laced with ignorance. His laughter followed, sharp, mocking, meant to humiliate. His buddies joined in like a pack of hyenas, pointing at the woman standing silent in formation. Her forearms, riddled with deep, brutal scars, were exposed under the short sleeves of her uniform. She didn't flinch, didn't even blink. Eyes locked forward, jaw set in stone. Their insults bounced off her like they were nothing, because to her, they were. "What's her call sign?" one joked. "Scratch?" Another burst out laughing like he'd just dropped a punchline. The others howled, but her stillness grew heavier, more dangerous. Like the calm before something explodes, one recruit swaggered toward her, smug and clueless. He leaned in close, smirking at her scars. "What's the matter? Cat got your tongue, or are you just too broken to talk?" She said nothing, because she didn't have to. And then, boots, hard, fast, coming straight for them. The hangar doors slammed open, a sound like thunder crashed through the space. Every head snapped around, silence fell like a hammer. The general had entered, no shouting, no commands, just presence. He walked like the floor should move out of his way, 4 stars on his chest, fire in his eyes. The recruits snapped to attention, every one of them, stiff and sweating. He moved down the line, saying nothing, until he stopped. Right in front of her, the same woman they'd just tried to tear down. He looked her dead in the eye and said one word, low and hard. "Valkyrie." The name hit like a bullet. The recruit who had mocked her blinked, confused, but his smile was gone. The general stepped closer. "Didn't expect to see you back so soon." She responded like steel. "Mission's complete, sir. I finish what I start." He turned to the rest, and his voice turned cold. "For those of you too blind to see, Valkyrie isn't just another soldier. She led the medevac in Kandahar, the ambush you've heard whispers about. Hot zone, no backup, no air support, bodies everywhere." The general's voice dropped. "She ran into fire while most would have frozen, took 2 rounds, still carried 2 Marines out on her back." He paused, his face hardening. "And she refused evac until everyone was accounted for. That includes my son." A silence so sharp it hurt settled over the room. The recruit's face drained of color, but the general wasn't done. "You laughed at her scars. Let me be clear, those aren't wounds. They're proof. Proof she stood when others ran. Proof she bled so you could mock her today." His voice rose like thunder. "She didn't come back here to lead. She came to train with you, to earn the same sweat, the same mud, the same blood. And you disrespected her." He stepped toward the laughing recruit, eyes blazing. "Unless you've survived what she has, keep your damn mouth shut and follow her lead." He turned away, boots stomping out the final word. She turned her head, just slightly, just enough. Her voice was calm, cold, and sharp as glass. "Don't mistake silence for weakness. Sometimes it's mercy." Then she walked away. No swagger, no gloating, just control. The recruit stood there, dismantled, not by punishment, but by truth. After that, no one mocked her again. No one sat at her table, not from fear, but respect. She moved like a machine, precise, cold, relentless. And when that same recruit collapsed during a brutal mud march, lungs burning, legs giving out, it was her who stopped. She knelt, grabbed his arm, pulled him up, said nothing, just moved forward. And this time, he followed. He trained harder, watched her, studied every move, not because he was afraid, but because he finally understood. Real power doesn't need volume. It doesn't need medals or speeches or applause. It bleeds in silence. It walks beside you in the worst moments and doesn't quit. She never brought up the mission, never mentioned her past. She didn't have to. Every bruise, every rep, every drill, that was her voice. And eventually they stopped seeing scars and started seeing the warrior. She wasn't just a soldier, she was a living reminder. Bravery doesn't always shout. Sometimes it walks in scars and silence, and carries you when you can't walk yourself. If this story hit you like a gut punch, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Drop a karma to honor the ones who bleed so others don't have to. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe, because real warriors don't demand respect, they earn it in silence and leave legends in their wake.